Congratulations, always great to see you.
Oh, thank you.
What are your first memories of Tarzan?
First memories? I guess Johnny Weissmuller swinging on some vines and doing, that's Tarzan.
Yeah, were you a big fan as a kid? Like,
of course. Yeah, they made a lot of, I mean, they were still making Tarzan movies. I mean, Johnny Weissmuller was done making them by the time I was going to the movies by myself with my mom, but they were on television in black and white. And I even saw the older ones with Lex Barker. But by the time I got there, I think Gordon Scott was my Tarzan from my generation. So maybe there were 4 or 5 Gordon Scott movies, and then Jock Mahoney, and what's the other dude's name? There was another one. Well, there was about 3 more after that. But
it's a legacy.
I've always watched Tarzan.
Yeah, what was it about this script that caught your eye?
First of all, well, the original script I read was written by Craig Brewer, who's a friend and guy who directed me in Black Snake Moan and did, Hustle and Flow. And it was a very interesting and, kind of cool script. And I called him and talked to him about it. And he said, well, yeah, I was writing this guy, George Washington Williams, for you, who's a real guy. And then I got this information from everybody about who he was and what was happening. And then I read King Leopold's Ghost, which is a total treatise on the Congo and what Leopold was doing over there, and that atrocity and that whole wiping out of all those, African people to get rubber out of the country and ivory and diamonds and whatever, and realized it was an important aspect of this fantasy to get this reality of what was going on in that particular part of the world at the time, and it was a unique opportunity to do it as an entertainment entity, but also as a learning tool at the same time.
Absolutely.
By using 2 people who were very real, like George Washington Williams and Rom, who was the guy who carried out the extinguishing of all those people for
It is fascinating, yeah. It's stuff I didn't know before, and I found it really, I started Googling it after to find out more about it.
No, it's a pretty frightening tale.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Now,
it's like
of course,
the first Holocaust, if you want to get down to it.
If you really want to get down to it, yeah. Now you're depressing me, so I want to get happier. Yeah. Okay, so you spend, of course, most of your time with Alexander Skarsgård. Now, is it hard to kind of keep up with that guy? Because, of course, your character, he was having a hard time kind of just, pacing, but...
Well, that was my... sort of tribute to, he is this super being of sorts, but, the other guys that he was with, that he was raised with in that village, keep up with him, because that's how they got around. They ran everywhere, and for me, he was an adventurer. George was a lot of things. He was a soldier, a fortune soldier, pretty much a mercenary at one point. He made up things about himself. He was a rogue of sorts, but he was a very physical guy. So he can't necessarily keep up with them, but he never gives up. And that's what gains their respect. The fact that they'll get somewhere and he'll show up, boom, and they're ready to go. They just take off, and he's okay, you're not going to leave me. And they look back, he's still there. So he's the little engine that could.
Well, the next one, you'll have to take off your shirt.
Me take off my shirt?
Yes.
Me? For what?
For the next film. We want to see you take off your shirt.
Oh, I'm not working out like that.
Oh, okay.
No, not happening.